Why phonics? They say in the beginning was the word. But was it really the word that came first? Or was it the sound? English is a funny language, full of surprises. All of us know that the English alphabet comprises of 26 letters. But not all of us know that there are actually 44 basic sounds in English. Isn't that just too much? And what more, there can be as many as, in fact, even more than 150 ways of using these 44 sounds. Now, this is bound to create problems. To add to it, words are not always spelled the way they are pronounced. The language seems confusing if the connection between words and sounds is not explained. Phonics instruction helps in establishing this connect between letters and their sounds. In this video, you will get to know what phonics is and why an instruction in phonics is very important. At the end, you can ask yourself what comes first, the word or the sound. What is phonics? Phonics is a simple way of teaching kids how to read through the sounds. Oops, did I say simple? Well, I dare not again. But for an adult reader, reading seems to be such an easy task that it almost seems natural, an ability that we are born with. However, when we look at kids trying to read, we realize that reading too can demand a lot of effort and strategy. And therein lies the importance of phonics. Phonics instruction emphasizes on the relationship between letters, also called as graphemes, or the written symbols, and the sounds associated with them called phonemes. In the English language, the connection between the letters and sounds is quite complex as compared to some other languages like Spanish or Hindi, where the letter-sound association is quite consistent. So, is phonics crucial in early learning? Yes. Every word we pronounce is a combination of many sounds. Teaching phonics helps us understand these sounds and their combinations. Let's take an example. We teach children A for apple, B for ball, and C for cat. Now let's read this word cat again. The letter C sounds like C, which is S-E-E. However, the word cat sounds like cat with a K. Let's explore some very important reasons as to why teaching phonics is important. Literacy development. In order to be able to read, a child must first learn how the language system works. The child's competence in language forms the basis or the foundation for reading. An instruction in phonics helps the child first understand the language as it is spoken so that he can read that language in the written form. Connecting letters with sounds. Phonics is by definition a method of teaching how to connect sounds with the corresponding written symbols or letters. It is not necessary that the way a letter is pronounced is the same way it is spelled. As discussed before, although the word cat begins with a C, it is not pronounced as sat. Pronouncing a word. After letter-sound association, phonics instruction helps children learn how to pronounce words. This is called segmentation. You must have observed how some children face difficulty in pronouncing words. They try to speak words by uttering the individual letters first. And when further prompted, they try to combine those letters to form a word. However, most of the time, the pronunciation of these words is not accurate. Instruction in phonics helps children to segment or break the word into its constituent sounds and then combine those sounds together to form the correct pronunciation of the word. Decoding and comprehension. Truly productive and meaningful reading is when children are able to decode the letter-sound pattern and comprehend the given text. Phonics instruction uses decodable readers that emphasize on extensive use of familiar words and strategic repetition of these words throughout the text so that the words get to the child's tongue with repeated reading. While reading these familiar words, children will also encounter some words that are used less frequently by kids. An instruction in phonics enables a child to attempt decoding these new words independently. Comprehending or understanding the text is only possible when the child first learns how to decode the letter sound patterns. Needless to say, this improves the child's reading fluency, enabling him to read faster with total accuracy. Connecting the sound processor with the spelling processor in the brain. Phonological awareness activates the brain to connect the sound processor or the phonological processor in the brain with the spelling processor or the orthographic processor. The sound processor in our brain helps to recognize, produce and compare speech sounds. It also stores the different speech sounds that we have heard and helps in segmenting and blending different sounds. At the same time, the spelling processor in our brain helps to organize the written symbols visually. It helps us to recognize letters and words. Phonics helps us to connect these two processes in our brain. The more these two processes are connected, the more is the child's fluency and ability to comprehend. Effective communication. There can be no doubt in this that a command over the spoken form of the language is a defining characteristic of the great orators or communicators. Learning phonics not only helps a child in reading but also refines his vocabulary and pronunciation, thereby instilling in him the confidence to speak effectively and efficiently with clarity. Thank you for watching this video. If you found this video useful, do like, share and subscribe to UnleashEng's YouTube channel. Very soon we'll come up with another video. Till then, keep reading.